The fuck he got going on? Yo, what's good? It's your boy She. You already know. Welcome back to the channel. And I'm back with another video, man. As you can see, it's a lot of bullshit on the screen right now. Unfortunately, I gotta talk about it. Because I just gotta talk about it, man. Just know, before I talk about it, hit that subscribe button, comment below. Make sure y'all put GoBirds, because you already know. EAGLES. Eagles, man. Do I want to have the conversation? Nah, honestly, because I'm still chilling. February was 2 months ago, and I'm still chilling. My team won the bowl. My team been successful. We won the Super Bowl with a quarterback that they said we couldn't win a Super Bowl with. You already know. But we about to get into it, man. Class is in session. And you see, these ain't readers. It's allergy season, so I had to put the stunners on. You feel me? But we gonna get to it, man. Let me get my reader voice and treat it like hopefully I don't read this John like when you remember you used to get caught up in school, teacher called on you, you'd be like, nah, I don't even want to read, but you get called upon and now you gotta read. But come on, man. I'm a bright young fella, I should say. Let me get to it though. It says former Cowboy running back Emmitt Smith on Dallas Super Bowl drought and the Philadelphia Eagles. Quote unquote. This is what he said. I didn't say it. This is what he stated. It's what's on the screen. So this is what I'm gonna read. You feel me? I'm sick of it. We have allowed others to nitpick at the star and make fun of the star. I think this is a typo, but and make fun of the star. That's twice.
What?
And that's what happens. Now, all of a sudden, over the last 20 years, they win two Super Bowls and they think they're the best thing on the planet. And everywhere I go, I hear Go Birds. I'm sick of hearing Go Birds. I'm always asking, where are you going? You still got a long way to go to get to us.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's what I'm talking about. This boy corny. First of all, Emmett, you didn't play in the '70s, so you didn't participate in those other two Super Bowls. So go about your business. And second of all, go Birds, dickhead. Fuck is you talking about? Um, that part bugs me. It bugs me because in my heart, I truly believe our organization should be contending for an NFC championship and even a Super Bowl at least once or twice every decade.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up, huh?
Because every team recycles every decade. For us to not be there over the last 30 years is a crying shame. Well, I mean, that's the smartest thing he said in this whole thing. He right. For the Cowboys to not be contending in NFC championship games or Super Bowls over the last 30 years, it should be a shame. They should be ashamed of themselves. It's not a crime, though. I mean, it is what it is. We got to get to it, man. Class is in session. She about to start spitting some facts. And it is what it is, whether you like it or not. I gotta be the one to do it, man. It gotta be me. But let's talk about it, right? Since 2000, the Dallas Cowboys have played in 14 playoff games, only winning a whopping 4 out of the 14. So that'll make them 4-10. in their 14 playoff game appearances since 2000, mind you. That's 24 years from 2000 to 2024. My bad. That's not successful at all. But my thing and the problem that I have with what Emmitt Smith is saying here, damn, my neck is stiff as shit. Pause. But what I have a problem with, because by his logic, what he's stating is that the team, well, for the organization that he played for, that the team should be competing once or twice every decade. Meanwhile, that's what the Philadelphia Eagles did. Since 2000, they won two Super Bowls. What's the problem? So, by his logic, that means that the Philadelphia Eagles have been successful. But he's a clown because he wants to say they got the five rings now. You know, that's what everybody says, right? 49ers couldn't get over the hump. They've been to multiple Super Bowls. At least they've been successful. They've been to multiple Super Bowls over the last past years, but they just can't get over the hump. But, you know, they hold on to the glory days of the 90s and say, oh, we got five Super Bowls. But whatever, it is what it is. So, since 2000, the Philadelphia Eagles have played in 34 playoff games with a record of 20 and 14, eight NFC championship appearances, four Super Bowl appearances. Now, I will say, eight NFC championship appearances and only three wins. They could have been more successful than that, but if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you know what took place in the early 2000s. We had a great defense, but just couldn't get it together on offense. But I'm not here to cry about spilled milk or talk about the shoulda, woulda, couldas. So we're talking about the now because that's the day, that's the time and the day we live in. We talk about the now, not the past, not the future. We just talk about what's going on now. And right now, the Philadelphia Eagles are still your defending Super Bowl champs. So, but I'm going to continue to conversate about this topic. So, that being said, let me continue. The Philadelphia Eagles have been to three Super Bowls in the past 7 years, winning two out of three. Like I said, should have been three for three, but we're not here to cry about that. It is what it is. That's still successful. Meanwhile, Dallas can't figure out how to get past the second round. I feel like my screen's glitching a little bit. Anyway, they can't get past the second round, but they want to hold themselves to a high standard, or they want to say they're the team to beat in the NFC East, or they want to call themselves being on the same level as the Philadelphia Eagles, which is not even close. Eagles are up here, Dallas is right here. I know I'm an Eagles fan. I know y'all might think that I'm just saying that because I'm a fan, but the body of work over the last few years, and even in my growing up from childhood to now, I've seen the Philadelphia Eagles have more success than the Dallas Cowboys. So it's not about my opinion. It's about what I've been seeing. But that's nor here or there. I'm not going to talk about that. In fact, as a matter of fact, since we're talking about the past, like Dallas Cowboys fan base and former players like talking about, I won championships too in Pee Wee League, back to back Jones at that. Well, hey, we want to talk about the past, like you know what I mean? Crazy. Being a Dallas Cowboys fan has to be sad. I don't know how what's the feeling. I'm not a fan, but the way they talk, they talk about the past. That's like dating a girl, dating a shorty, and then You leave her, you find yourself another John, and that next thing you know, you still thinking about her from the past. That gotta be complicated, right? That's why you can't talk about the past, man. You gotta move on, man. It's a wrap. That's why I don't care about what took place in the '90s. What the boy from Instagram be saying? I'm done with the '90s, dude. I'm done with the '90s for real, for real. Come on, dog. Like seriously, I was a kid in the '90s, enjoying myself, having a hell of a time, riding bikes, chilling, doing all type of shit. And then I grew up and I watched the Eagles have success, but then Cowboys fans never grew up. They still talking about the '90s, bro. We have passed the 2000s, right? The 2000s. Let me go up the ladder here. Ooh, 2010s, 2010s and up, right? What? One more. 2020s now. And y'all still talking about the '90s, bro. Come on, man. Miss me with all that bullshit. I'm cool with that. But let's take it up a notch because I could say this. The NFC East is the only division in the NFL that has every team winning a Super Bowl. Or I should say, every team has won a Super Bowl. Sounds better. With that being said, right, I will be a hater if I don't mention this because although the New York Giants haven't had, well, they had 18 playoff appearances. Well, they played in 18 playoff games since 2000, winning 11 out of the 18, making them 11-7. But they have won three NFC championship games and three Super Bowls. So you got to give credit where credit is due. I would say they've had more success since the 2000s, but I don't want to seem like a hater. Comment below, am I a hater for saying that? I think the New York Giants have had more success than the Dallas Cowboys since 2000. But I could take it up even further. The Washington Redskins changed their name. They was walking around with a W on their head for a minute and then calling themselves the Washington football team. Then they switched to the Washington Commanders and start chanting right hand, left hand up. I don't know what they got going on over there, but they made an appearance just this past season versus the Philadelphia Eagles and they got spanked, but they made it. They made the appearance. So, in the time and day of what have you done now, at least they can say they made it to the NFC championship game. So that'll make three teams out of the four that have made NFC championship game since 2000. But somehow, some way, your Dallas Cowboy fans out there, your team haven't been able to do it. Now, some will say I'm hating, some will say it's just facts. But what I always say, and what everyone says, what they say, men lie, women lie, stats don't. And I know stats don't tell all the story, but for this case, it does. They have 30 years of misery.
Damn!
I don't feel bad because before the Eagles won Super Bowls, y'all was on us heavy. Y'all was talking crazy. Oh, go win a Super Bowl. We finally won. Now was, oh, it's by luck. Y'all won by luck. We win two, beating everyone's quote unquote GOAT quarterback now. The new GOAT quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Knocked him out. What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now? Imagine if we would have lost, but guess what? I guess we'll never know what they gonna say now. But I'm tired of looking at this goofball here on my screen here. Let me take Emmitt out. Let me show y'all something. For all the haters, if your quarterback, your starting quarterback, has a cigar sitting in the locker room right here with the Lombardi, you can't talk to me, man. Me in April, my team won the Super Bowl in February, and I'm still chilling, bro. Like, bro, hold on. Like, You feel me? Look, come on, man. I got NFC Championship gear here. Y'all don't got that. Y'all shit is on the VHS. Let me put this back in its rightful spot right here where it belongs. But I got gear that says 52 Super Bowl 52 champ. I got Super Bowl 57 gear, Super Bowl 59 gear. I got all type of gear. Y'all don't. Y'all ain't. I got to witness this right here. Look, not what's on the screen. I got to witness this. Come on, man. Look, you see that? Thousands, millions of people. That's what I got to witness. I'm in that crowd somewhere, chilling, having a blast. Having a fucking blast, man. Out there. You know what that is? Y'all don't. Y'all don't. Y'all don't know what that is. So, by Emmitt Smith's logic, I don't understand it because the Eagles have won two Super Bowls in 20 plus years since 2000. So that'll make them a successful organization. Meanwhile, Dallas haven't done anything. Former players and current players and fans all over the world live in the past. Y'all still stuck on the 90s. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. But, and then this what triggers me. Because look, hold on. Let me show y'all some more photos. Look, for y'all can get more mad. Look. Bam, I got to see my team do this twice. That's crazy. Like my kids got to watch the Eagles play in three Super Bowls. That's crazy, bro. That's how crazy it get. Like, bro, I graduated elementary, graduated middle school, went to high school, graduated, went to college, dropped out, went to work, had kids, and Dallas still hasn't done shit. That's just crazy. Like, we still haven't won anything. It is what it is. Let me put my boy J Cigar Jabin back on the screen, man. Yeah, so I don't understand it. And then he stated something important there in that little paragraph. He said teams recycle, which means basically, you rebuilding your team. The Eagles did that. 2017, they won with they won with Nick Foles. Carson Wentz started the year. He was on an MVP level that year. Got hurt, changed his career. Nick Foles finished it around. Um, he finished the Super Bowl. Came around the following year, still was the same thing. Then Carson Wentz had the yips. He started throwing interceptions left and right. He forgot how to play ball. I'm not sure. That's a common theme in Philly. Like whether it's baseball, basketball, football, players come here or go from one year to the next, they forget how to do something. I just don't understand it. Long story short, we draft this guy right here. See him on the screen? We draft Mr. Cigar Hurts right here. They said he was going to be a backup. Turns out that was a lie. Ends up winning the Super Bowl. So the Eagles went through two different head coaches, three starting quarterbacks, hella coordinators over the last 7 years. And somehow the Philadelphia Eagles still accomplished and found a way to win two Super Bowls. Tell me, yeah, am I tripping? Uh, I don't know what else to say, man. Who do y'all blame for that? Who do the Dallas fan base and their former players and who do they have to blame for that themselves? Is that a front office thing? Is that a players thing? I don't know. I would never know because I'm not a fan of theirs. But that's just my thought. That's what's going on in my brain when I seen Emmitt Smith going crazy on the GoBirds situation and how he feels as though that the Eagles still has a long way. Trust me, I don't think This will be the last time the Eagles win a Super Bowl. I mean, we have a young roster. Our quarterback is not even 30. We got Saquon. We got two great wide receivers. We have a very young defense.
Oh my God! Wow!
But that's what good teams do. They find a way to win. Not only win, they find a way to rebuild the teams the right way. Put it this way, the Dallas Cowboys haven't won anything since the salary cap got brought into the NFL. Once the salary cap got brought in, excuse me, my allergies is tripping right now. Once the salary cap got brought in, it was over. Dallas forgot how to do a lot of things. It's just the honest truth. One more thing before I go. All that they talk about how the Eagles were a loaded roster or stacked rosters, what they were saying. They never picked us to win the Super Bowl this year, even with a stacked roster. So what's the problem? What is the issue? Nobody had a problem when the Cowboys roster was stacked in the 90s or the 49ers roster was stacked. But the moment that the Eagles do it, now it's a problem. The moment that our GM and owner figure out a way how to keep re-signing and signing players and keep adding to the team instead of subtracting and learning how to keep a core team to the core of the team together. Now everybody trying to figure out a way to hate. Now everybody saying, "Oh, they that's what should have happened." No, it should have never happened because yeah, nobody picked the Eagles to win the Super Bowl except some of the Philadelphia Eagles fans. And there was a lot of fans out there that still to this day don't even believe in Jalen Hurts, but that's another topic for another day. With that being said, we got a big event coming around Thursday, April 24th, I believe it is, which is the NFL draft. So you know your boy about to put out some more content out there. Tune in. Who knows? I might stream it, might not. I might stream that day. Fuck it. And yeah, man. With that being said, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Keep showing me some love. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You already know, man. It's your boy She, and I'm out of here.